that is my life right now. Listening to a 3rd grade gym teacher talk about how to make friends. And and then
maybe it's not that bad.
This kid today comes back to class and just out of nowhere. He's like, "All right, guys, use your Mandalorian muscles to do some sit-ups." And the kid comes back.
The teacher.
The teacher. The kid comes back and he's like, "Mr. Thompson, I'm sorry, I'm back. I was just pooping." To the whole class. I'm like, who the...
Dude,
if you pooped in class in 3rd grade, like, with the single bathrooms...
Big cojones.
Everyone knew you were in there.
Big cojones.
Like, damn.
Hey,
Don't even want to poop in a high school bathroom.
I didn't even go to the bathroom in elementary school. In the single, when the bathrooms were in the classroom.
I don't blame you.
It was 6th grade.
Yeah.
Never went to the bathroom.
Oh my God.
Like, what if they hear me go to the bathroom?
In 6th grade?
I never went out like during class. I only went out at lunch.
There are some incredible stories of
Dude,
those bathrooms, and then also at the high school at East, those bathrooms that were right next to classrooms.
Oh, boys' bathrooms in high school. It's literally WWE WrestleMania.
Dude,
people ripping off sinks. The degenerate stuff that goes down into a high school bathroom.
It is.
Meanwhile, there's the girls' bathrooms that have motivational quotes, and then in the boys' bathroom it goes, "I just shoved a potato up my butt." It's just like, what?
That's the mystery of like it's like that Office episode where it's like, what's the girls' bathroom really like? Like, I have no idea,
dude.
If a girl wants to come on the podcast and talk about what the girls' bathrooms like, actually, both of our girlfriends go to East. We could just ask them.
That's true.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about today was, do you ever? This is kind of new, but I was like, do you ever think about which of the kids like in our grade or like in our high school, you're like, that's gonna be a future Karen?
The females or males?
Well, I guess Karen could be a man or a female.
All right, so a future. All right, I got you.
Like, do you ever think about that?
Oh, I have a couple in the back of my head.
I'm like, you said some really whack shit in history class. I don't want to.
Well, hold on. Our audience right now is literally all the people
I know
that went to high school with us.
That was the hard part of like telling stories in this podcast. I was like, that I could just make this like an apology letter,
but at the same
to
time,
all of the cringy shit that I did in elementary and middle school. Like, I was thinking the other thing that came to my mind today. I was like, you know those moments where you look back at something you did and it literally makes your soul like rattle because you're like, why?
Have you seen my hair? We'll try
buzz?
That, and then the bowl cut in 6th grade straight down.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll try to pull up the picture for you guys.
We all had phases in elementary school where it's like,
dude, it's just cringe. But those moments of just like,
well, I remember
if I could just put myself into a shell and just cry.
4th grade, Mrs. Kershey's class. It was like snack time, which I wish we had that stuff in high school. And Mrs. Kershey was the best. She was like,
I wanted her so bad because I think who had her? I don't know if my brother or sister had her, but I knew like she was by far. There was 3 teachers in I think every grade.
Yeah,
and everybody wanted Kershey in 4th grade, but
yeah, Lucesson, Kershey, and Ruane in our year.
Ruane, yep. 4th grade.
Mrs. Kershey, I wrote we had to write an essay, and I was just like, I love clouds. For like, and she like, I remember her sitting me down, and she's like, Nick, that's wonderful, but like, 8 pages is really long for 4th grade to write about clouds.
Cumulus clouds, Nick. Can you name all the clouds, Nick?
Actually, I literally used to read encyclopedias when I was younger, but wow, that's beside the point. So Mrs. Kershey's class, I'm sitting there at snack time, and what I used to do is put 1 Cheez-It, like middle of the mouth, right on the tongue. 1 Cheez-It, like tucked in the right cheek.
3 Cheez-Its in the mouth.
1 Cheez-It tucked in the left cheek. It was like a trifecta.
Yeah, okay.
And then a little bit of Capri Sun,
Chipmunk in it.
a
Okay.
little bit of Capri Sun
Why?
while it's all in there to
Why?
let it
Flavor
it up,
Flavor Town.
and then you have like this delicious like it was probably the happiest moment of my day in 4th grade,
Snack time.
which explains why I was so overweight as a child. And I'm eating this, and you get cheese in your mouth before you swallow it. It's basically.
I think everybody knows. Like,
Yeah.
when you chew a Cheez-It, it's Cheez-It.
It's a puree.
Yep.
So I'm
just,
chewing this, and I'm like, I start to feel a sneeze come on.
Oh no!
And when you are chewing food and you haven't swallowed yet, and you feel a sneeze come on, there's no.
No,
So,
you did not.
Sydney Eckert, who I had a crush on at the time, is sitting right next to me, and I'm just enjoying my snack. Feel the sneeze coming on,
Oh no!
and I didn't get my arm up in time. I don't know, but
just nothing.
nothing. There was no barrier.
My gosh.
I sneezed, and like a funnel of Cheez-It puree, liquefied by Capri Sun, went all over her desk. Like in a layer that made like a constellation of Cheez-Its, and I was just like, "Oh, no."
I'm sorry for the Cheez-It.
So imagine a 4th grade class like all turning around and being like, "Oh, shit!"
Dude, elementary school kids are literally like
They're cruel. They are.
they're not
cruel
letting it
beings.
go, and because this was so like you still remember this. There's other kids that remember this.
That's why I was like, I need to make this an apology podcast so I can apologize. Like, Sydney, I'm sorry. I'm probably not listening to this, but I'm truly sorry for that moment, and I never got to say it to you.
I'm just too embarrassed to say it.
Like, there's so many, especially in our 4th grade year. There's just a particular story that comes to mind of moment I wish I could apologize for.
What?
Oh, I don't know. Asking a girl out, and then
that was 4th grade.
Yeah.
I thought it was 5th grade.
Was it?
No,
That was 5th grade. That was 5th grade.
We were at Ben's birthday.
Yeah.
Party.
If we use names, we can just use them and leave them out later.
Exactly. That's
So at Ben's birthday.
we can use first names.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ben who? Who are you guys friends? Which Ben went to Buckingham?
But yeah, it's just some crazy stories that we would have to apologize, but maybe you guys remember.
Yeah, we're gonna be releasing statements every week since we are
Yeah.
deeply regretful of the
apologies
actions.
every week.
Deeply
So,
regretful of the actions that we took in elementary school to make both the boys and girls in our class very uncomfortable. Go home after we asked them out.
It's
Hard.
wild.
It's pretty hard to come back
Wild
from that.
stories, yeah. So
Show up to school the next day. Well,
we're like starting a podcast. Like all the guys are starting a fitness page.
yeah, dude. I just want to say, I'm so happy you brought that up because I started seeing that yesterday. Instagram was like, you might want to see this to feel bad about how fit you are,
dude.
And I was like, thank you, Instagram. I don't know. I don't know if these guys want me to say their names.
Don't.
But
I would say.
I'm gonna err on the side of caution and not. Bravo.
Bravo.
Like, that's
one clap. Ready? Good job.
Holy shit.
Your pecs are like David Hasselhoff in the SpongeBob movie and could just.
These guys, they look great. And they put work in. And
oh yeah.
Listen, man. We'll be there soon. We've been putting the work in. We're going to continue to put the work in.
Well, that's another thing I have to say. Some people maybe shouldn't have started a fitness page.
Oh. What do you mean?
All right, that's a cut.
Okay.
We're going to cut this out.
We're going to cut that out.
Cut that out.
Oh, damn.
This will go to the ones that are close to us.
Yeah. That's one thing that, like, why this pandemic has been good. Like, I have started in the past couple months. Me and my brother have started taking lifting seriously and like
focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself. Get to know yourself. Get to reflect a little bit. Like
literally, that's why. Like, so there's obviously a lot of negatives for the pandemic, but there are. If you have to break through that,
break through, punch through that ceiling,
break through the
ceiling,
break through the negativity and. have to you gotta, like, the world isn't all
It's not
roses
gonna,
and sunshine.
just because the world is stopped right now
Doesn't mean you can't take away from it and become better as a person.
Yeah, and
you can either take the pandemic and use it as
time to work on yourself.
Well, yeah, you can do that, or you can go, oh, my life sucks, I hate doing this, and listen, if you feel like that, 100%, that is okay, but you have to be able to just fight through it and better yourself, because listen, at the end of the day, and our audience right now I'm going to say ranges from 14 at the literally, like, 14 might be like one person.
And then my mom at 53.
And, well, that's just because our parents.
I know, but I'm just saying.
The majority of our audience is our age, but you have to be able, and I know it's not easy.
Especially it's so hard to stay mentally healthy in this time, too.
It is beyond difficult to get through this. And I'm literally looking at, we have, you see the CB's 2020.
Yeah.
The bottom of it says all in this
together. Hashtag all in this together.
And literally, as corny as it sounds, and it is corny, it's a little funny, but it is,
we love you, class council, anyway.
You're not alone. Like, Michael Phelps, like, the biggest athletes and celebrity come out and say, listen, I know this sucks. Mm-hmm. This is not an easy, and me personally, very difficult time. Very, very difficult time. Mm-hmm. Probably not be publicly out with it, but probably with you and a couple of others. It's not an easy time, and you're okay to feel that, but
you still have to get up and push through.
Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not easy to wake up every day and feel like absolute shit.
Yeah, and pushing through doesn't just mean, like, I gotta fight this pain and just... It means being okay to go get help.
Yep.
That's an example of pushing through.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
The past 3 days for me, like, have been some of the worst of the entire pandemic for me, like, mentally. Really. And I was talking to Louis Scalidi the other day, and I don't know if it's, like, our age. I don't know if anyone else at college is experiencing this right now. But, like, he said when you get to this age of, like... Because, I mean, I'm supposed to be in my freshman year right now of college age. It feels
You're
like...
at that age.
Yeah. It feels like everything in the world is going your way for a period of time, followed by a period of time where everything in the world is going against you.
And that's what it was like our senior year and the seniors now.
Yeah.
It's your time to shine, and it gets absolutely
destroyed,
taken from you.
Yeah.
And listen, it sucks, but you're going to look back, and are you going to let these times decide who you are? Or are you going to break past the ice that you need to break and become the person that you want to be?
Yeah. You can look back and be like, man, I actively made that time worse, or I actively made that time better.
Better, yeah.
Like, my days right now are going to a tutoring job, which is obviously not what I want to do with my life. But it pays money right now. It's like a way to fill up my time so that I'm not, like, sitting on my ass playing video games all day.
Yeah.
And then my time at the gym at night, or the few times that I get to see my friends, those are, like, moments of bliss that you can hold on to.
You have to surround yourself with the people that bring you joy.
Yeah.
And not just I have one close friend to me, you know of him.
Mm-hmm.
Won't say his name, but he's going through a very difficult time right now. And he reached out to me the other day. We talk every day for the most part. And for the past couple months, I told him, you have to go out and help yourself.
Yep.
And I know it's not easy. And me personally, I've been in that situation. I don't know, but I don't want to speak for you. I don't want to speak for anybody else. Yeah. But listen, I will play guilty, and I will plead not guilty. I have been in the I've been in the seat of, oh, I'm fine, I don't want to address this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have come forward and said, I need help.
Mm-hmm.
I need somebody to help me. That is one thing that you have to do. You have to do.
Which brings us back to like the guys that are, and girls. I don't know if any girls started any, but the people who are starting fitness pages right now, I am all for that. That is going out and helping yourself and making yourself happy.
Yeah, and you're not self-conscious. Maybe you are, but you are breaking that barrier. What you have to do, no matter what, you have to break through that first level,
which is in a different way. Like, this is like our fitness page. It's like,
yeah, look at.
Yeah, we got the bench press right here. Like I saw that and I was like, man, I don't think I have the balls to do that right now. But like, it happens in different ways for different people. Like, we're starting a podcast right now, so I encourage everyone to go out and start their own fitness page.
Like,
you find your fitness page.
Do what you need to do. Do your own podcast. Do your own fitness page. Do your own photography page. Do whatever that makes you happy, because if anybody treats you the way you don't want to be treated, then those people probably shouldn't be in your life right now.
Like,
yep, right here. So that's another a friend that I have from the college that I plan to going to. They Snapchat me and they go, a podcast is my dream job. And I go,
you can start right now.
I go, why can't you do that? She goes, IDK.
It took us $100 to start this.
$100. Not that expensive. And okay, well,
and $50 for a shitty logo.
You already have that. You already had that mic.
Yeah.
This was a $50 mic.
Yep. This was $100.
That was $100.
Yeah. That light was $25, and it's not even doing anything
the light
right now.
You really can get past it.
Yeah.
The camera, tripod.
The camera's a phone.
You can get by it.
Yeah.
But
there are ways around the obstacles.
Yeah. But my person I'm talking to at Westchester goes, "You're living you're doing what I want to do in my life." And I'm not kidding. I got a Snapchat from them today. They have their own radio show.
What?
And I swipe up and I go, that is awesome.
Wait, so they started this within the past week?
Literally, past week.
That's
they must
amazing.
have. I don't know the entire background, but they really, they went for it.
They went for it. And that's what you should do.
That's what life is. Listen, we're 19. We're both 19 right now, but I'm about to turn 20. We're both 19, 20-year-old kids. And by the time you're 50 years old,
you don't want to be like, man, I wish I started the podcast.
Yeah, and you look back, and even if
this might, mistakes are good. Like
this might be a thing that doesn't work out, but it goes, at least I did what I want to do.
And
rather than, I'm 63 years old and I go, what if I didn't take up the podcast right now? Yeah, you take your chances and you take those risks that you want to do.
Yeah. So at conclusion, find your own fitness page. I don't know when we became a self-help podcast, but that was electric.
That was I think it's another time for a break.
You want to take a break and then move on to
let's get back into what we were supposed to do.
One more question, and then we'll come back, do some more questions, and wrap it up.
Yeah, I think that's good. All right.
Deuces.
Are you and your partner having a rough time in the bedroom? Well, not anymore. Well, they may not work because I don't know how they work. But use code MAMA to save 10% on your next. Why are you so stupid? All right. So we're back from the break. We're looking at your questions that we got sent in, and definitely the elephant in the room. Why is the name Mama's Boys? All right, sorry. We just if you can hear that,
They did. They
the aqueduct of the Knipe household.
Yep.
The name of the podcast.
I mean, it was kind of silly.
Yeah, it's a funny, quirky
It's a
thing.
fun name, I think. And also, like, I think a little bit hard. What were you thinking about? Or was Mama Boys? There was
Mama's Boys, Nick and Wyatt show.
Yeah,
That's
a good one.
yeah,
I think that's maybe more creative.
oh yeah.
But the Mama's part of it was
Mama's Boys stuck out to us.
Because I mean, we are right now because we are currently both living at home.
Yeah, and who doesn't love their mom?
Yeah. Mom, if you're listening to this, hey,
We love you.
we love you.
And that speaks for every mom out there.
Yeah. Because as you posted, we're also your mama's favorite boys.
Oh yeah, we also like. I remember we go to a Christian's house one time, and
Where is this going?
all right, cut.
What?
We're your mama's favorite boys.
Yeah.
Listen, maybe your moms don't know us, or moms don't like us, but
they will.
let's send them the link of this video.
Yeah.
At Mama's Boys Podcast.
I think it's just at Mama's Boys Pod. I think Mama's Boys Podcast was taken.
At Mama's Boys Pod. Instagram, Mama's Boys Pod at gmail.com.
Oh, yeah.
Send us the link.
That's another thing. We have an email. So if you want to send us... I literally don't know why we started that, considering that we have an Instagram where people could communicate with us. But if you want to use email...
You have to work out the kinks.
Yep.
For those listening, I'm working out the kinks with
but
man.
Yeah, if you want to email us, that's the inspiration of the name. It's not a very fun story, but the other thing I wanted to say is I don't know if we're gonna have interviews or not yet. Oh my god, what did I just say? I don't know if we're gonna have interviews or not yet, in terms of like if people want to come on the show and chill with us, talk. But if you're interested in that, like, hit us up.
We recorded yesterday.
Oh my god.
Larry listened to an hour of us talking that we sent in the group chat. Kudos to Larry.
Kudos to Larry for saving you all.
3 claps for Larry. Ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Claps for Larry.
I apologize. We have one question from
Grace Stevens.
Initials GS. Grace.
My heart goes out.
If the CB East 2020 graduating class were in the Hunger Games, which groups of students would win?
So there's a couple of things, because how do you group the students? Do you group them? That's the crazy thing about high school. It's like, are we pitting Patriot players against the wrestling kids? Because we might get taken off of YouTube for describing what would happen in that scenario.
Oh, jeez.
I'm just like...
So...
Could you imagine Marcus Chernishev going in?
I don't even want to go against Marcus Chernishev in any battle.
I that's what I'm saying. Like, could you imagine Marcus Chernishev losing any battle of life or death?
Well, let's just say the wrestling team.
The wrestling team is the preliminary answer, but I think you have to start thinking a little bit about the kids who took BC, because those kids, I'm just saying,
BC,
Calc BC.
Oh,
like those advanced physics kids will make a fucking catapult and take one of the wrestling kids and make him volunteer as tribute and launch him across the atrium. I have no doubt about that.
Okay, but I'm gonna say wrestling takes. Dude, they have like 8 packs.
I know, and as a member of the community, hand up, the Patriot players would be the first to go. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to have to say, one of the kids that quit every sport, probably one of the first to go.
No, you got heart and speed. You could run away from everyone.
Do I have heart? I quit.
You do. Oh, Jesus.
All right, next question. Next one.
Hold on. There's more to consider here. Because, like, the furries are most adept at, like, living in an animal-like state. They might be able to survive this situation better than any of us could.
We're going to have to cut that out.
No way. I'm serious. They would be totally fine. They could shit on the floor and be like, we don't care. It's because in this version of the Hunger Games, CB East is the battleground.
The campus.
The campus.
I know the campus pretty well.
Yeah.
I know the campus from 5th grade. My dad was the football coach.
Okay, so you think you have an advantage here?
We might have just me, Nick, Breen, Christian, and Larry.
We just won the Hunger Games.
We might have.
We might have, if we could find a way to get away from Marcus Chernishev.
Yep.
From getting our heads ripped off.
And
ooh, we should include the teachers too. That might be a conversation for
Mr.
another
Freed
time.
already won.
That's true.
Hercules.
Oh, I feel like this needs to be a longer conversation, but the short answer right now is wrestlers with a close second to the kids who took AP Physics. And that's my final answer.
Okay.
All right, I think that'll probably wrap it up with our questions, right?
I think that's going to wrap it up. We addressed everything that we want to.
Yep, that'll wrap it up for the week then. So, we got ahead. So, we'll see you next week.
Next
right?
week, definitely. We'll see each other next week. All right.
Deuces.
Good.
Good.